Welcome back to Factorio Seablock plus TSM, episode 19, I think, perhaps. Okay, so last episode, having established the episode before, or even the same episode, this bit of farming, I then went and made some plastic in a completely different process that doesn't use this at all, which I'm sure many of you probably noticed and laughed at the noob player playing Seablock. The noob player with the best part of 10,000 hours in Factorio, but none of them in Seablock before this run. Let's have a look at some of our options. We have... I started looking at this after I'd finished the playthrough and went, hang on, we really should try this, shouldn't we? So, what exactly is required for this alternate recipe for liquid plastic? I think this side was easy and this side was hard. This bit's probably not bad if this wasn't bad. That bit of it is easy, but we have these bits that are hard. That's not the way of doing that. That looks hard. Maybe that's why I didn't go this way. Corn and water. Fruits. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe something like that. Sort of put a put a stop to our plan. I think what I really want to do is have a look at binifran. And see what we can do with binifran. I seem to recall there was something good going this way. Yes, binifran to beans, which is made in a bioprocessor. Okay, let's just start doing this and see where it leads. I don't know. Bioprocessor needs some stone brick. Maybe I should put the brick on the bus. Would probably help a little bit for building some of these things, wouldn't it? That'll do for now. How many stone do I have? I have a few, but I would probably like a few more. Truth be known. Oh, and landfill. I'm bound to want landfill very soon. It's not actually that much, is it? No. We get rid of this, it doesn't do anything. Oh, out of text. No, we need more text. What's this one giving us? Okay, very good. How about, until I actually have a plan, we'll just get the text as they appear here. We'll come up with our plan later. All of these are just the single-use Atmos test, I think. This is not doing anything. Where is this trying to go to? Oh yeah, well we just don't do that, right? It's only got this input. Again, another thing that having some bots would be good for, which is why our overriding plan at the moment is actually to head for some bots. It should be fairly clear that we're a fairly long way away. But let's see where processing this fruit takes us. Okay, bioprocessor. Now we can make one. We are running at 2 times speed. If you haven't been following until now, just so you know. Bioprocessor. Where did you enter? Right there. Okay. Angel likes his big buildings. If you hadn't realised that before. We can just put this here. So, you are going to take binifran in. Okay, those are just... We have Binifran, that's the one we're using. Do you need anything else in there? No. And you make 12 beans. Awesome. Okay, so beans. That's that one. We have beans now. What's the other thing? We can get them from something else. What do we do with beans? We can make raw vegetable oil, or we can make nutrient pulp in a nutrient extractor, or in a press. I'm not sure which one we want. I suspect it's actually the raw vegetable oil. Why, I'm not entirely sure. Charcoal filter, 100 raw vegetable oil gives you 160 vegetable oil. Ceramic filter gives you 180 vegetable oil. You get more nutrient pulp this way. I don't know what we're going to use nutrient pulp for yet, but we'll think of something that's saline water. So purified water is required in this recipe as well. And you use a filtration unit. I guess that makes sense. So let's go back one step. We want to make this. We need a press. That's a press. What's this one? Nutrient extractor. That's probably the next machine on our list. There we go. It's nice and small, isn't it? Let's head down. So you are going to make 10 beans. They all, oh no, 40, 30. It's one of the worst recipes, obviously, for this, but not to worry. It's the only one we have got. And I actually... No, that's right. I had to use... for this, I have to actually build all of the wooden blocks. I don't have any on me anymore, so I may as well just say that from now on, we're up to the next higher tier. Okay, so now we're getting our raw vegetable oil. We're getting that, so we want to make this one, the vegetable oil and the nutrient pulp, which we are doing in a filtration unit. Those are not filtration units. We go through the Lord Couture. I don't know where anything is in all of these pages. Dance again. Crystallizer. These are filtration units, right? What do we need? We're a long way from that. We can make it, but we're a long way from it. Well, at least we know how to make it, but we're a long way from it. Might be a better way of looking at it. So, you are doing none of those. You're on this one. Vegetable oil filtration. Okay, that one. And we will just use that. Okay, that's not correct. Okay, that's not correct either. Filtration unit over there. That one. Where do you come from? There we go. So we need to get purified water into there. Do we have purified water? I don't think so. Thin. Oh, these are all mud waters, aren't they? Or light mud water. Thin mud water. Concentrated mud water. Heavy mud water. So we need some purified water. I don't think we have purified water coming. That's saline water. Okay, let's see what recipes we have for purified water. Purified water. We can make it directly... Oh, we can make it out of steam. At 2 for 100. It's not actually too bad. A cooling tower. I don't really want to do this. We've got no oxygen, basically. We've already used it all. Water can make more saline water, and it can make purified water. I don't think I've got... that's normal water. I don't think I've got saline water. It's just normal water as well. I don't think I'm burning up my saline water so fast that I can really afford to be making more saline water. I could always just dump it out. That's 1 second for 100. How much do you actually need? You need 100 every 4 seconds. That's not all that fast. How much steam do you make? Let's say, does it? Consumption. Oh, and this is, well, steam. We could use that. Probably not terrible. Cooling tower. Need clay bricks. Okay. Should we go down another line altogether? We can star you somehow, can't we? You're there now. Oh, why? That's not so much that one. Clay. Clay, unburnt clay brick, clay brick. Clay. Clay brick comes from unburnt clay brick. Oh, there's quite a lot here, isn't there? That's the only recipe for that. Okay. What about that's the only recipe for that? So we've got to get the unburnt clay brick. Unburnt clay brick. We've got to get clay and lime and sand. We're already making sand. So that shouldn't be that difficult. This one's making sand. Sand. So limestone and carbon dioxide. I don't really know where that's going, although we do get sulfur dioxide gas, but I don't think we need that. So limestone. Here we go. Light mud, water, and water. In another washing plant. Light mud, water. Thin mud, water. Light mud, water. So I think that that one there is more of the light mud water. Yes, light mud water. We need a new washing plant. That should be badly mismatched in terms of where this is space, but kind of where we want it. Washing plant. So you are going to make limestone. You need normal water. Okay. Let's get that one. Oh, you're over there. I'll have to do it on this side. I need to pay attention to where the symbols are on these angel machines. Yep, that's what we want. Okay, so that's making limestone. Okay, unburnt brick. We need to turn limestone. Limestone needs to get turned into lime. And it's making carbon dioxide. That is interesting. What do we do this in? We do it in a blast furnace. Really? That's too hard. This is easy enough. A blast furnace. That is not what I was expecting. Or put it in here. No. Blast furnaces are in here, aren't they? Chemical furnace. Blast furnace. Yes. Okay. There's definitely an advantage of having these ultra fast, well, running at 2 times speed. Where do I want to put this guy though? Maybe just here. Blast furnace. It's a liquefier. You are done. That's not the blast furnace. That's the blast furnace, right. And, limestone. No. Lime. There. Inserter. Power. And fuel. We have lime, we have carbon dioxide. Okay, where's my map? Where is my carbon dioxide supply? We're going to have to change how this works. It's way up here, isn't it? Alright. We need to run pipes up to here. We will find a way. I have squeak through, so I'm kind of surprised I was having a problem getting it through there. Maybe it's not quite as good as it's cracked up to be. Let's reduce this down. Basically to, I guess... I'm actually being a bit wasteful, aren't I? That'll do. Let's make some more pipes. Let's get some more iron. This is all iron, isn't it? Get some more pipes. Should be enough. Perfect until that point. We need to get across to here. I'm going to leave one because I'm going to change the nature of this pipe. We are going to use our top-up valve. So basically this machine will only work if this one hasn't supplied enough, and that way we'll always get rid of the gas from our process down below. Right, you're gonna have to go there, buddy. It's a bit of a waste, but it is what it is. There you go, 80. As soon as this is below 80, this one kicks in. This should actually save us a small amount of fuel up there, but it's not going to help because whatever we're saving up there, we're going to be using down here. Now, I've got to find a way of getting the carbon over to fuel this machine. Yeah. Okay, let's make a split off from here. going to have to... That's not going to do it, is it? It's not going to cut it, as they say in the industry. And yes, I have been meaning to make them all for quite a while, but it hasn't actually happened yet. What we could do is do that. Then we can bring this up through there in some classic spaghetti moment. Up here. And then, as you can see, that was perfectly planned from the beginning. Not really. And we get fuel into here so that we don't have to keep manually supplying it. We have the lime. What else? We have the lime. That one makes sand. Lime and sand. Lime and sand. We need clay. Clay comes from concentrated mud water in a washing plant. Concentrated mud water. That's that one. So we can have another block of landfill going right here. Another washing plant. I thought I had one, but maybe I don't. Okay, that doesn't appear to be a washing plant. So if that's not a washing plant, we have to build a new one. And hovering over it like that would show me in here if I had one sitting around. And again, we will place it basically there. From you, we want clay. Okay, you've got water on. You got that one on that. So that looks better than our last attempt at this. This is not going to affect this machine because that's not. That's just closed off pipe. That's not where that's trying to take product. Else we'd have to sort of move it forward. But as it happens, we don't need to do that, or move it along one or something. You're making clay. Oh, you just need power, right. And we were trying to get to unburnt bricks. Mix all of these together, you get unburnt bricks. You do it in an assembly machine. I don't appear to have any of. We could actually put this assembly machine here, assuming we filled in our incomplete tiles here. You are unburnt bricks. I'm assuming that I'm not really making these to the sort of scale I'm probably going to need. We will deal with that later. Unburnt bricks. Where would we find? There we go. Unburnt clay brick. You can go there. You can go there. We can bring sand in around here with a little bit more ingenuity. 1, 2, perhaps. That's actually slightly more challenging than expected. So if you sand, there's no point splitting off and wrapping back ground. We might as well just have another side here that outputs some sand. So you can go this way. We will output sand. We will give you power. Why are you there? Seem pointless. There we go. Mouse wants to run away from me. In some ways I can't blame it, but oops. Okay, I'm not very good at targeting that, so we might as well make it a bit more of a walkway then. around. Power you up. Can I move you one more over? And you're making clay bricks. Unburnt clay bricks. Okay, unburnt clay bricks. We want to get to clay bricks. We need a stone furnace to do that. Can I do fancy bulb inserters yet? No. Alright, so we've got fuel down here. Maybe I should have moved these two products to somewhere down here so I could just pick up the fuel, make the clay bricks, and not bring this up quite so far. That might make some sense. Yeah, so I will get a stone furnace when I find them. Metal mixing, steel chemical. Why can't we just have a normal steel furnace? Anyway, never mind. Maybe you can go there. Got the sand now. You were outputting there. That would actually work, surprisingly enough. And you could go... not over there, actually. You could go up here and so... Box, input, that does work. No resource, stone brick. Am I sure about that stone brick? No, I'm being an idiot. That's not what we wanted to do. We need, instead of this, we need this guy here. You there. You there. You're making unburnt clay bricks when we find them again. By picking up you, you, and I will just put this there. I don't know how many of these these I need. Let's. I think they stack to some huge number, so let's just do that. Clay can go in there. Do we have anything else we don't want? That we don't want. What about that steel, paper, Fran? Okay, so now we are finally making our clay bricks. So that means we can come back to what we were rudely interrupted from doing. We want a cooling tower, don't we? Cooling tower. It needs 50 clay bricks. Okay. And look, we're getting a use for some of this and using up some of the mud. We have 50 yet? No, but we're very close. There we go. 50, actually, it's 52. Oops. Oh, you can actually... Oh, you can pavement with it. I didn't realise that. Okay, so I wasted some. Unburnt clay bricks can go now. Okay, so we've got our 50. We want our cooling tower. Let's build it. I knew that some of Angel's products needed, like some of these things, clay bricks, and I think they go to like if you go to usage, they're in lots of recipes. I thought there was like a clay brick becomes some other sort of something. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's still part of this process, but like a different one or something. What's the walking speed bonus of clay brick? 130%. That's actually not bad. Okay, so cooling tower. Ideally, we would actually put this somewhere like here. Which means we would want another yellow underground. Then it would be a simple matter simply to no, you don't. There is one of you. Your recipe is condensed steam, please. That's it. And now we need to provide the steam. Okay. Steam. Yeah, this is slightly awkward, isn't it? Okay. No, that's not going to work. Alright. This is kind of crazy, but it's what we're going to do. Actually, we'll do that just once. That'll do. That's not quite as crazy as the original plan. Perfectly acceptable spaghetti. You have everything you need except the charcoal filter. Charcoal filters simply need an assembly machine, which we will need to build another one of. And we'll put it here. They need two inserters, one to go in, one to come out with the spent charcoal filter. Filter frame, we already have 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get 6. You are making charcoal filters. You need charcoal. You can't do it off this product, can you? Is it any wonder that we end up with spaghetti when these considerations are placed upon us? This is charcoal. I could put you on the other side. Again, another reason why I'd like bots, because the bots could just pick this up with a cut and paste operation, and I wouldn't have to find these things again. I wouldn't have to pick up my inserters again. It would all just be done kind of magically. We're going to need to get charcoal off something. Probably a line. Let's reduce this again. I'm great at that. Okay. Let's just come out here and we're making a dual width pathway for reasons. This is charcoal. Line out of the way. And of course we will run out, and it looks like we need some more iron. Or we need, you know, a bit of a mall on the bus, something like that. But doing this is a lot more exciting than building a mall, when I know that half the products go on for very many varieties, and I don't have all those products catered for on my bus yet. If in fact we even will have, you know, that much of a catered for situation when push comes to shove at the end. Let's do that. That's going to take a while. So fuel, oil, and this pulp. That's what we've got to. And we've totally lost the point of it all. We were making vegetable oil for some reason. Vegetable oil. Ew. Okay, vegetable oil. We're trying to get to usage. Fuel, oil, and base mineral oil. Okay, what else can you do with it? Nothing. What do we do with the fuel oil? It looks like we can have a full oil industry out of our... I want usage. We have no use for it. And get rid of it. Otherwise it's flame thrower fuel. Solid fuel. 12 megajoules. That'd be useful. T. Technology. Where's solid fuel? There is a search in technology. It's not called solid fuel though, is it? The technology is called flammables. Which is right there. This is why... I don't even need that. Let's do flammables. And then we can go back and do some of these other things. That's Atmos, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So this may not be the way to get to plastic after all. The other recipe that we could have done was the nutrient pulp recipe. Maybe that was more useful. But we're getting nutrient pulp anyway. Vegetable oil. Nutrient pulp. It could have come from beans directly. And it makes acetone gas. More fuel oil. Then fishies. I don't think they're useful. We can get acetone gas there. We can get acetone gas there. We can get 60 acetone gas there. That may have been a much better way to go, actually. Make nutrient pulp. This was making nutrient pulp instead of this recipe. Why? Oh. Huh? Charcoal filter. I never gave you those. Yeah, if you were making nutrient pulp instead of just this tiny amount of nutrient pulp, we may be in a much better position. I'm not sure what I'm doing with these other gases, but the acetone gas... actually, let's go back to nutrient pulp. Then you can feed biters. We can't do any of these things anyway. But yes, nutrient pulp can go directly into acetone gas. I seem to remember that as being one of our recipes in our liquid plastic dream. Plastic. Acetone gas, there you go. And then the other one that we wanted was that. Cellulose acetate, which is acetic acid. That's not acetic acid. Oh, we have to do all of that. It seems a lot. It seems a lot. We seem to have been very distracted with what we have been building over here. It might just be better that we stick to plastic this way, which is building up quite nicely, given that we probably don't need that much plastic per one of these guys. Electronics, we need 1 plastic per transistor, and per robot. Bob's robots, where did they go? Not there. Bob, what are you doing with your robots, man? There. Construction robots need 3 transistors, so it's only 3 bits of plastic. We can already make about 80 of these. 1 red circuit board, though. So we should really try and push for some of these other products at this point. Tin, copper, plastic. We've got plastic. We should set up silicon wafers. That would be a lot more useful than whatever this experiment is supposed to achieve. I'm sure we need it. In fact, I know that this tank, which is very empty still, which is good, gives us a way of making lubricant, which, mind you, I'm assuming things here. That doesn't look like it needs lubricant. What about the electric engine unit? That needs lubricant. So, we do need lubricant, and I believe that I can get lubricant through some mix of these things. Let me try that one. That's actually doing something useful. Lubricant. Base mineral. This is residual gas. So to get to base mineral oil, that's not the way. Vegetable oil. That's why I was creating it. Right? Why am I converting it to something? No, I'm not. This is just turning it into vegetable oil. It'll turn it into fuel oil and base mineral oil in an oil refinery. Okay, oil refineries. That is probably petrochem refining, I would have thought. Oil refinery. None of these alternate things for that. No, we just need a little bit more steel, which we have. That will start burning up all of this. What are we short on up here? Nothing. Everything is full. That's magnificent. We're not getting... this is completely jammed up because copper is not getting used hard enough. Okay. It's a better problem than many of our previous problems. Why are you jammed up? Oh, I have circuit wire now. So I'm actually going to build some. Uses electronic circuits. That's interesting. I want to make a way for this to keep working because basically what I'm going to do is we will connect from here to about here, and we will disable, we'll read belt contents and hold, and if it's we disable only if these things are less than 1, say. So that's disabled this, and this will stay disabled while this is trying to unload, and it will only empty from here when this gets to this point, which hopefully will work. Now you're waiting on these things which are coming in, so let's see if this does work. Okay, that's fine. This actually uses more of this fiber than I kind of expected it to. How much have you got? None. You've got 8 of those sitting there. Oh, and you have a ton in here. Maybe we need to upgrade you to the level 2 machine to have this happen a bit faster. Here we go. $170. How much do we get each time? Only 5, so that's not too bad. Definitely what's holding up science at the moment, although we have all the machines are running. Maybe it's not quite as bad as I thought it was. 180, that's actually growing, isn't it? That's something I can probably look at afterwards. Let's do what we came here to do, which was to make a oil refinery, and that goes somewhere. Not sure where. Maybe over this way a bit. And you are going... No, you don't have crude oil. Don't have that either. Bio. Fuel oil and base mineral oil. So that's coming out as vegetable oil. Right. Fuel oil and base mineral oil. Okay. It just takes in vegetable oil. Or pipes. How am I going for time? I'm basically out of time. Okay. Not unexpected. Let's light you up. And that's your recipe. Can't mix... What? That's not your recipe. That one's your recipe. So, what have you got? Fuel oil and base mineral oil. Okay. Now, the base mineral oil gives us a means to make coolant and lubricant. And lubricant is the one we're after. We do this in a chemical plant. Which is in here. Chemical plant. Have one there. Lubricant. I don't know how much lubricant I'm going to need. Lubricant. And more pipe. There you go. We now have an ability to make lubricant, which was essential for these guys to make the electric engines. We are going to want to be able to make batteries, transistors, these things. We've got plastic. We need silicon wafers. We actually have a bit more of a plan. We're not just going to be completely random next episode. We will instead invest in making silicon wafers. We already have silicon. This is the embryo of our silicon. It probably means we're going to go short on iron, but them's the breaks. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye-bye for now.